Good morning, friends. Hope you all are doing well. We are going to continue the House of Ballads quest, but real quick before we do that, I figured we would come here and let Gazella Wolfak know that
It is
her
you!
husband
I
is
never
returning.
dared hope that this day would come. Once you start to believe in the fantasy, the reality becomes too unbearable to return to. Camden has returned to me, and you have made it so. You have done the impossible, and for that, I owe you more than this meager reward. I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Now there is the warmth of spring. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Goodbye.
I kind of feel bad like taking her money as a reward. Like I would have done it for free, and I feel like at this point I'm fairly well off. And these locals, these peasants, probably aren't as well off. All right, let's go to the star. Oh, let's go to the star camp again, and then we'll head south from there. I'm also going to make it my main quest, what lies beneath. Wasn't that the name of one of the Dragon Age DLCs or quests or something? Sounds really familiar, but I'm sure it's a common phrase. Alright, I am excited to face the Maid of Windermere. This is going to be an exciting quest, I have a feeling. Okay, and once again, there's our buddy. We're going to ignore him. Um, oh, also, I bound block, yay! And I made some more potions. So I did remember to do what I made mental notes to do. See some enemies over there. I'm going to try to ignore them. And that place looks cool. It's a big... Oh, that must be St. Is that St. Eadric's? Or is the thing to the left St. Eadric's? This seems to be St. Eadric's. Okay, we'll explore that maybe today, maybe next episode. But for now, let's head over here. And I wonder if one of those shrines we need is here as well. I feel like that's their stuff, so I'm not going to do that. We'll harvest some of their flowers. I like their gardens here. I like that the mission actually looks different than the other one we visited. Or are there two we visited now? There's the one at the start of the game, too. In Gordhart. Nice little garden. I believe there are other houses too besides the one in Cannon Rocks. I hope some of the later houses have like cool gardens. Alright, let's grab this. What is this? East's Breath, okay. Let's pick up some new quests and then we'll continue the old.
Oh, how I pray my ears deceive me then. So it is true. The doubt in the back of my mind that was clawing its way forward is now here upon me. Thank you. Now I won't have to wonder any longer. Go in peace, child, and leave me to my prayers.
Actually, we're not picking up new quests. It just occurred to me we're turning in old quests, so cool to see. It must be this guy we turned in his friend's remains to, and then the other one's probably upgrading our amulet. Tell me about yourself, Brother Holt.
I came to St. Eadric's to find peace. Peace and a place to study. It's quite scenic, and nature's beauty has always helped me think better. Puts my mind at ease.
I can see that. Tell me more about St. Edric's mission.
So much of the world around us is made of things we can look at, but never see. St. Eadric's wants to show us a way to see those things, the meanings in them that go far deeper than their facade.
What are your thoughts on the Traveler's Camp being nearby?
From what I hear, it may be home to some of the best thieves around. I am probably not the most worldly man, but I know enough to be on alert when I pass their camp.
And Split Rock Depths?
They are a system of caves running through Haxi, said to have a hidden exit that holds a treasure on its cliff. If it can be found, that is. Go with Matharu, child.
Have we been to Split Rock Depths? don't think we have. We'll have to keep an eye out for the hidden treasure. Alright, lots to do in these two areas, and then I think these are the last two. Well, it's hard to tell, because then there's the city of Issa, which will be cool. And there's more areas here. I wonder if this is going to be kind of the same, like woodlands. I wouldn't mind a change of scenery at this point. I feel like, as cool as these areas are, most of them are kind of the same. I mean, there's Webwood, which had spiders. Edmere was different because it was more swampy, but for the most part, they've all been kind of woodsy maps. Also, I don't think we've been up here yet, have we? So, still some exploring to do for sure. Let's use the shrine, charge up our amulet. 2 out of 3. And I guess while we're here, we should go inside and see what's in here, if anything. Could be a quest or something here in the chapel. Doesn't seem to be. Thought we could probably loot this. Not that I was going to, but it's hard to actually get a target on it.
Father Eter has been locked in his quarters all day now. I wonder what he's working on.
Interesting. Also, interesting chests. I guess they're like reliquaries of sorts. Alright, and there was one other building.
Welcome to St. Eadric.
Which I think the father has entered. And that's the bunkhouse. Alright, alchemy station, that's nice. Very hard to rob his desk. He is either upstairs or downstairs. Looks like downstairs is just some chests, but we'll take a quick look. Yeah, some sleeping quarters. It's very nice that they indicate the chests on the map. I guess they don't do the desks, just the chests. Not even the chests, huh? It's like the armoire. But I don't want to get caught robbing that. I do want to see what's inside though. Is there something different in these? No, not really. Alright. Let's head upstairs and talk to the father. Uh-oh. There's a twist. His room has been ransacked and he is dead on the floor. So we could take his stuff. But I feel extra weird robbing a dead guy. I just want to see, is there like a clue? Desk key. Let's take that. Because I feel like it might have a hint as to what's going on. Let's actually, just in case they're like quest triggers that I don't want to like, accidentally break, let's talk to the monks first. And see what they have to say about this. I feel bad. I just told this guy his friend is dead, which he kind of suspected, but not sure what's worse, suspecting or knowing. But now I tell him that
Every day that passes is a blessing from Mitharu.
that Father Eadric is dead too.
Come, rest a spell. Welcome to St. Eadric's. You're here to meet with
Father
Father
Eter.
Eter, yes? The father's always playing host to interesting individuals such as yourself.
Huh.
His quarters are on the second floor of the mission bunkhouse. Most of his days are spent inside working on his research. I don't understand a word of it.
I'm afraid it looks like Father Eter was murdered.
No, I knew that they were arguing, but I never imagined that it would lead to murder. It's enough to make a man question his faith.
Interesting. Is it going to be the person that he was arguing with, or is it going to be like, is that just a red herring? Who is he arguing with?
Father Eter and his apprentice brother Wolf. They were inseparable, like a true father and son. It was a shared love of alchemy that brought them together. But since their work repairing the village well, they've been acting tense, even hostile. Just this morning I saw Eter fetching water. But now he's gone. Mitharu save us all. You're free to search the bunkhouse. Please, if you can shed any light on this tragedy, we'll do all we can to assist you.
Okay, so now I'm kind of allowed to search it. I still don't want to take his stuff because it feels like weird roleplay-wise. but obviously I will search it. Anything I should look for?
Father Eter and his apprentices conducted many experiments. He had a strong interest in alchemy and the magic of other races. There's proof of it everywhere.
Yeah, we did see a few potions. Maybe there's something more interesting in his desk. Also, I like that. I assume that even though it's very hard, you could, if you had a high enough lockpicking skill, unlock it and avoid finding the key. Which is kind of cool, though. I'd feel weird using up my lockpicks and then going upstairs and being like, oh my god, there was a key. Tell me more about yourself, Brother Aedwin.
5 years in the swamps of Cluricon was enough to rid me of my lust for war. I was an impetuous youth, raised by the back of my father's right hand. But I found home here with the others. All we seek is a sliver of peace in this vast world.
And this Brother Wolf?
In another life, Wolf was a butcher in Galafor. He's a naive sort, and his gifts do not lie in prayer. But Father Eter believed that Wolf had been called.
What is Cluricon?
I'll admit that the Eastern lands are beautiful in their own way. Like Dalentarth, the forests and swamps are ruled by Fey folk, but a far more sinister variety. Cluricon should be seen, but I advise that you wait until after the war passes before you pay your ship's passage.
Okay, lastly, tell me more about the well.
It dried up several months ago, so we sent several brothers down to try and find some deeper reserves. Father Eter had great interest in Mitharu's natural splendors. He volunteered to lead the project, with Wolf by his side, of course.
I wonder if there's going to be like a cave down there we have to go to.
Goodbye.
Right. So I do want to check the map again, just to kind of get a sense of where the areas he's talking about are. Okay, so there's Cluricon. So this is where the war's happening. This must be the home of the Winter Fae. So yes, there's like 3 different jungly areas, it looks like, yeah, roughly. So this is Dalentarth. I assume this is the plains of Arethel. So that could be cool, more like open plainland and not less like woods. Although I do see some trees. Cool looking mountain there too. And this is maybe more jungly. Alright, well, all things in time.
Hello,
For
child.
now, let's head back to the bunkhouse and investigate this murder.
Come, rest a spell.
Guess he's investigating as well. Alright, a storage case and a book called Saturday. You find a mysterious empty case that holds traces of red crystal dust from whatever was once housed inside. On the front is the label that reads, Crystals from the Well Excavation. So there are crystals down there. And I do want to read the book called Saturday. There it is. The Journal of Father Eter. A strange maiden arrived today from beyond the seed. Could it be the Maid of Windermere, perhaps? Or is it just like... I feel like he would have said a Fae if it was a Fae. She had come about the crystal. I knew at once who she was, despite who she claimed to be. Hallam has filled my head with enough Fae tales for me to recognize the Maid of Windermere. So maybe she was using magic to disguise herself as a human or an Alfar, but... Yep, there she is. If only I could have frozen the faces of my young charges as they watched this enchanted creature walk among them. Poor fools, they did not comprehend the danger they face. The maid is no mere woman, but a powerful magician who could kill any of us with the flick of her smallest finger. I lied to her about the crystal. I had no choice. She must believe that I'm either too smart to surrender the crystal or too stupid to have discovered it in the first place. But make no mistake. She will return, and when she does, there must be no trace of what has transpired here. I must dispose of the cursed thing as soon as possible. But where shall I do it? I beg you, Mitharo, please gift me with the guidance to protect my sons and to do the right thing. So there was some sort of crystal he found in that container, I assume. And I wonder what he did with it. Maybe he put it back down the well? And looks like... Well, I don't know if we have to tell the brother next or if we have to go, like, find it. But I'm thinking it'd be a good idea to search the well. And that does indeed seem to be where the quest is taking us. Yep, here we go. It's funny how some load screens take forever and some take like 3 seconds. I guess just the size of the area. And seems like there are some bad guys down here, but I think we can safely loot the chests in the well. I feel like if you leave things deep in this well, they're probably not things that belong to the living. Although maybe I'm just justifying them yet, but we're gonna do that. Okay, I see some enemies. Let's do a little bit of sneaky just because we are, again, sort of semi-roguelike. Yep, they all see me. Okay. Ah, I didn't quite hit the mine. Some daggers out. Rogue versus rogue. I feel like all the poison damage. I could see rogues being very powerful if you went like full rogue build or like finesse sorcery or something. Some more shadow prisms. I wonder why it's giving me so many shadow prisms all of a sudden. Is that random? Is that based on your stealth skill? I'd sell them, but they only have 8. They're only worth 8 gold, so. Hood of Lightning Hindrance. But I think ours is definitely better. I'm guessing the crude talisman is not anything to write home about either. I do want to see what the quest did to our amulet, and if it's any good. I guess it does 0.10 damage versus Niskaru instead of plus 5%. I was thinking it would add like maybe 5% against different enemy types, or I don't know. I kind of thought it would be better than what it is, but it could be good to hang on to in case we do face Niskaru or an area with lots of them. Yeah, I think the damage is still the way to go here. And bleeding resistance, that's cool, but I'd rather have the other ones we have. Probably should have added to junk. I haven't really been using that too much because, like, chope. Somebody had line of sight to me. They caught me monologuing again. Oh, way down here, okay. Nerf to me there, more ways than one. Because I feel like you either sort through your stuff now or sort through when you get back to the store, so might as well wait to sort through it and get back to the store. But it's nice to have the option. A little bit of magic with that rogue. Or some kind of ability. Tripwire. I see it. How do I get past it? I can't jump in this game. I wish, like, with the sneak skill, you could, like, have the, some points in it. I was hoping that maybe by waiting close to it, I could eventually get rid of it. There's also, like, some poison darts here, but I don't really know how to avoid them. Okay, weird idea. Oh, I guess maybe I could have dodged through them. I hit the wrong button, honestly. I was trying to do the fate mode, rather. Alright, not sure who these guys are up here. Let's try to do some scouting. Oh, a shaman. Maybe we can get him on his own. Here they come. Nope, out of magic, okay. Burned to death quicker than I thought. Also hit a couple wrong buttons there, if I'm being fully honest. Oak frostal. I assume it's a crafting ingredient for making a scepter or something. Okay, we have a lot more picks now. I did buy those at some point. Can't remember if that was on screen or off. Ah. Okay, at least I stopped at that time. Let's see, is it going to be the left side? Nope. Actually, if I do this, it's probably going to be somewhere in the right. It's cool, there's a little bit of like skill to it, even outside like the skill you have, like just kind of learning how it works, you can kind of make educated guesses. So I thought it'd be like an annoying game, but now that I kind of understand how it works, it's a fun little, not quite sure I call it a mini game, but something akin to that. All right, so I'm going to try to put down one of these this time. There's only one guy here, but it is the magic user. And then let's start with some good old powder in the eyes. And then we'll go stabby stabby. Savage, I'm not sure. Maybe it's more of a warrior type. He's got buddies, but they're downstairs. Crystal. Okay. So there are actually 4 crystals and we have to recover them. Hello, friends. Shield out. It is fun being speedy. I think that's... And I can see warrior being fun too. I was going to say that I feel like rogue would be more fun than going like pure warrior. But I guess you do have a longsword, so... Heavy weapons are cool, but the fact they're so slow and you get interrupted a lot. Although I do think as a warrior you can get an ability that keeps you from being interrupted. That's probably the trick to it. You have to get enough points to do that. And in fact, we'll probably have that for a while, because I think that's kind of the crux of the like spell sword build, is that you can get that and then your spells become uninterruptible. So it's kind of worth the cost of putting a bunch of points into might. I can't remember how good this one was. Let's go a little to the left. Yay. My fingers get so nervous during that. And these seem to be traps. Another skill where there's like the in-game skill, but there's also a little bit of like real life skill too, of just seeing things, which so far I haven't been that great at, but I think I'm getting better now that I know what to look for. Something in the water here. But not a crystal, just somebody's old hood. Hopefully a little soggy. Some light coming in from above, that's cool. More shadow prisms. Maybe because this is like a kobold area. Like, do kobolds use them a lot? Are they made by the kobolds? Kobold? I don't know what the plural of kobold is, but it's probably just kobold. Ooh. What in the world? Not the leggings. Oh, they just opened up when I got close. Okay. I thought they were like crystals floating in the sunlight or something. But no, they're just plants on the rock. Still cool, but not otherworldly or magical like I was thinking. At least not that kind of magic. Alright. Once again, we'll put down a few of these guys. Get our mana back. Oh, he's gonna see me a second. Oh, his friend saw me. Maybe that's it. Okay. Get a few of them this time. There we go. That'll line up the arc there. Ooh, lots of these guys. Okay. You know what? Let's retreat back over here where my mines are. And then... do some bleed damage. Come on. A little closer. A little closer. Ah. They're in the right area, just not... Maybe I can kind of just load them around here. There we go. The bluey. Alright, daggers are fun. They're not a ton of damage, but I guess if you like add like poison effects and stuff, then you can make them really powerful or elemental effects. The speed's nice too, so maybe a lifesteal could be really good. Or even like mana steal for a rogue and just use lots of abilities, like being an ability heavy mage rogue. I could see that being a really fun build. Putting some mana steal on some daggers and maybe a chakram. And then doing like a sorcery finesse build. Alright, but I think for now we've had a lot of fun with the daggers. But I do want to switch to... For my prairie weapon I want to use... Oh, this is my secondary weapon currently, the other one. I'm about to say, where are my daggers I've equipped? I really do wish it was like... You just equip 2 of these, kind of like the rings. I don't know why it matters that there's a primary and a secondary. Maybe just the way they had to program it. But let's do the Feyblades of Song. They're not that great at this point in the game. They're a little bit lower leveled, but I feel like for the end of the House of Ballads quest and for being Sir Sagrum and kind of my last bout as being a jack of all trades and a little bit more roguelike, this is very appropriate to use. And then for the second one, we haven't actually used chakrams in a while, so let's do that. We'll have a ranged weapon, and we get this mana boost, which is nice too. And they should actually do a lot of damage, and we'll have our up close Feyblades. This should be fun. Yeah, I just took a risk there and chose something. Some shards. Still have a surprising amount of inventory space too, so we had to see that. Okay, very easy, so I'm guessing I can just go right down the middle. Nope, not quite. Let's try to the left. There we go. It does seem like in the easier ones, it takes a little bit longer for the lockpick to break too. Or maybe that's based on my lockpicking skill, which is I think a little bit higher. Or maybe I'm just imagining it. Alright, 2 more guys over here. Let's go ahead and take one of these since I made a bunch. And there's the Shadow Prism. Not sure what that really does. Oh, I see. It waits a few seconds and then... Okay, bleed damage is going. There's no cooldown on that one, but... Obviously it makes sense to apply the bleed damage, the damage over time, or dot damage. And then kind of do something else for a while and then reapply it if you want to. I wonder if the poison from our passive affects that or if it's just for weapon damage. It makes it be weapon damage. I haven't actually read it in a while. It's actually a good time to start using the Feyblades because they're good at AoE, better than daggers are. Alright, we didn't actually use... I think we might have blown up one of them. Can't remember how many we placed, but... This actually is cool to see how I use the, how I use those shadow prisms then. Wonder if you could like use that to distract them and then sneak up and stealth. Maybe we'll try that. Okay, this seems easy but not very easy, so let's try the left. Okay. Oh, thought we had it. No. Oh, okay, not as easy as I thought it would be. More shadow prisms. Alright, yeah, we'll try to use some of those and be a little bit roguelike. I wonder if that's based on any skill you have. Like, can you use them? Just anybody can use them with full effect. Also, it seems there's only one more. I wonder if we'll be facing the Maid of Windermere here. I feel like there's gonna be one more dungeon in this quest line, but wouldn't be too surprised either way. Alright, well it looks like we are almost at the end of this quest. Let me see who it is. If it's just a kobold, I'll just defeat them. No, it's a corpse. Okay, just because it might trigger a battle with the maid, let's go ahead and end things here. A bit of a cliffhanger, so sorry about that. But when we come back, we'll see who this guy is. It looks like he's still alive. Okay, let's see if we can save him. And probably face the maid once and for all in the greatest of the ballads. So thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here for more Kingdoms of Amalur. Take care.